best buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden. I love making everything that has to do with junk journals, and if this is something you enjoy too, please subscribe. All right, you guys, I have a 1,000 subscriber giveaway going on. To enter, all you have to do is subscribe and leave a respectful comment. A shout out to Nancy, Rockstar, Christina, Mackenzie, and Vicky. I appreciate each and every one of you. Today, I'm going to show you how I make some faux glassine napkin bags. So I start out with a piece of wax paper, and I've gone ahead and cut a small piece of wax paper here. And I've got myself just a small square, a napkin, just because that you can see it better if it's small. And I am going to use my matte gel. Now you can also use glue and water, the white school glue and some water. You can do it with that as well. So I just get my brush and I lay down either the glue or the matte gel onto the wax paper. This on here. See if I need to add just another row right here. There. I don't want to make it too small. Okay. And now I'm going to just put my napkin right on top. That was my dryer saying it was finished, if you could hear that. And then apply the same on the top, whether it's the glue and water or if it's the matte gel. Now you are going to have to let this sit. I let mine sit overnight and it was perfectly dry the next morning. So you know, I went ahead and prepped that part beforehand. And there we go. That's all there is to that step. So let me move this out of the way. All right, when they're dry, this is the one that I used the matte gel on. It's a tiny bit shinier. It does have a more of a waxy feel to it. This is the one that I used the white school glue and water on. It doesn't have the shiny, and I think this one looks more vibrant than this one. It has more of a crinkly texture. This one has more of a softer texture, and this one's crinklier. And that's the only difference. Same napkin and everything. That was just the glue and the water, and this is the matte gel. So let's go ahead and get these ready to make something. I also did a bunny rabbit one. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's so cute. Okay. I am going to, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and cut this. I don't really want this edge on here, so I'm going to cut this edge off, and I'll be right back when I get finished. Alrighty, guys. I hope I've trimmed it to be even. So I'd like to make an envelope out of this. So I'm going to take my two corners and just bring them on down to the center and make a crease. Oops, there we go. And I'm going to fold it over just a tiny bit, the same on each side. So I didn't fold it right here. I folded it down just a little bit. So that's the flap. I do think that I am going to sew it right now. First I'm going to put a little bit of glue on here, and then I'm going to sew it. So I do think I'm going to do that. I actually think I'm going to use my finger just because I don't want to have to go wash another brush. Just to help it stay in place once it's completely dry. There we go. Well, that's going to work perfectly. Now I'm going to give it a little sew just around this part. I could do that later. We could go ahead and turn. No, I am going to, because this is going to be, when you open up the envelope, you're going to put your things inside here. I would like to go ahead and turn this over just to make it sturdier. It just will give it a little more structure if I turn this over. Now I am going to go give this all a little stitch. I'm not going to stitch the sides. I'm just going to stitch the bottom here, and I'm going to stitch right here on the corners. All right. I'll be right back. Okay, you guys. I think this is turning out beautiful already. So I'm just going to cut my little strings. Good heavens. Cut my strings. All right. Oh, good heavens. More strings. These scissors are not sharp at all. These are much better. Okay. Now, we've got our little flap, and we've got our edge turned up. Now we're going to bring the bottom up to, I'm not taking it all the way to the top because I need a little bit of room to get items inside. So I am going to line this up so it's needed about, I think I'm crooked or something. Something's crooked. Okay, that's better. Okay, that's much better. I hope my head wasn't in there. Now I'm going to stitch down the sides, and we're going to have a beautiful envelope. Okay, you guys, when I sewed it, I did sew from the bottom to the top so that if it was going to shift at all, I wouldn't get a pucker. If I went this way to this way, I could end up with a pucker, and it could end up offsetting. So, oh my goodness, you guys, isn't this beautiful? Oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. So I think what I'll do is I'll make a few of these, and then I'll come back and we will decorate them in my next video. See you soon, guys. Bye.